Hello everyone, this is Maniaking Prime, and here I have the third-party Transformers figure, Maniaking, also known as Galvatron. This figure is made by Unique Toys, which is the same company that gave us Warlord not too long ago. Just by looking at the box, I can already tell that Unique Toys is doing a great job improving the quality of the packaging. This box is very similar to the one of the Transformers Collectors Club exclusive figures. On the front side we have a nice graphic design of Maniaking or Galvatron, and I don't know if you can see or not, but on the background right here we have an image of Unicron, or what seems to be Unicron, or it is definitely Unicron right there. Now we have the Unique Toys symbol right here on the right hand side. On one side of the box we have a nice picture of Maniaking transforming to his robot mode, and this design right here that resembles a crown, which is very nice. On the other side we have Maniaking transformed into his alternate mode, which is a giant cannon, or it's not giant but it's a blaster. Now the backside of this package doesn't have any graphic designs, but it does have a nice texture, and like I said, it looks very similar to the one or the boxes that we get from the Transformers Collectors Club. Now I'm gonna open this box up real quick. Let's see. Okay, Maniaking right here, and we have right here, as you can see, Maniaking comes right in his robot mode, and this foam is cut out the same way as Maniaking, which is a very nice feature. Again, this is the exact same way in which we get the Transformers Collectors Club exclusive figures, which is a very nice detail, and they're definitely improving the quality of the packaging. Now we have the instructions right here, which I'm gonna set aside, and we also get this nice collector's card, which is a thick plastic, and the quality feels really good. Now it says Maniaking right here, and on the bottom, I don't know if you can see it, but it says G01 Maniaking, Unique Toys. And on the back side we have the spec text for Maniaking. Let me see if I can read some of it to you. We have strength, intelligence, speed, endurance, rank, courage, fire blast, and skill. And right here we have and now let's get this package out of the way. And here we have Maniaking out of the package. Unique Toys is definitely doing a great job with the figures they are putting out. I'm referring to Warlord, also to the nice 3 set of Sharticons, and the figure that is coming out soon, Sound Mixer, that is also known as Blaster. Now back to Maniaking. This figure was designed to resemble the look of Generation 1 Galvatron. Maniaking is about the size of a Voyager class figure, and it has a great height in comparison to a lot of other Transformers generations or third-party figures. Maniaking is well proportionate, and the colors of this figure are very similar to the Generation 1 Galvatron. The paint job is very nice. As you can see, we have the purple, gray, silver, red and orange, also white, and it looks very nice. I really like the paint job in this figure. I don't know if you can notice or not, but all the parts that have been painted purple has like a metal sparkling mix all over it, which is a nice detail. Now this figure has a lot of details sculpted right into the plastic mold. I'm gonna bring it closer to the camera. Let's start with the head sculpt. The head sculpt looks phenomenal. It looks very nice. His face is painted silver, and his eyes are red. His chest has a lot of details sculpted as well. We have in the abdominal section what seems to be some robotic abs, I guess, and they're painted white and red. Now we have some kind of bends right over here on his chest compartment. His arms have a lot of details as well. As you can see, this section right here has been painted red, and we have some silver paint details right here on the shoulders. The legs has a lot more of details than the arms. As you can see, this section right here has been painted silver, and the kneecaps are like in a dark gray and has a nice red details added to it. Now all this section is painted white. As far as I remember, in the Generation 1 cartoon, Galvatron's legs were kind of a gray color, if I cannot remember, or something similar to it. But the white color looks just fine in this figure, you know. Now the backside view, we have more details sculpted right into the legs. As you can see, it has a red detail painted right here, and this section right here can be moved, but it does have more silver painted added to it. His cannon is painted white and gold right here, and also purple and gray, and it looks very nice. It does have a lot of details. Now I'm gonna set this figure here real quick. The quality of the plastic feels good. It doesn't feel cheap or anything like that. It is actually very firm and sturdy. I really like it, and just the details along of this figure are awesome, you know. It's a very well designed figure, and again, this is about the size of a Voyager size figure, or maybe just a little bit larger than it, but I really like it. It's really good, and the details in this figure alone are very, very nice, well designed. Now as far as articulation goes, let's take a look on the head real quick. Can be turned to the sides and move up and down just a bit. Now his shoulders are very tight, and they can be moved in and out. They can also rotate 360 degrees. He does have elbow articulation, and his arm have a swivel right here, which is a nice feature. Now unfortunately, this figure does not have any wrist articulation or wrist swivel. I don't know why they didn't add that, but maybe they just decided that if they added a swivel in this part right here, it will probably be too small and it might break. So I guess they decided not to add a swivel and just make the figure more solid, which is fine with me. That doesn't really bother me because we have a swivel right here, so we can rotate the arm. So I'm fine with that, you know. Now other than that, his hands actually can be open. It has a pin right here, as you can see, and you can open up his hands, and you can slightly move him just a bit. So it is not that bad that he cannot rotate his fist, in my opinion. Now he does have waist articulation, about 360 degrees, but this is for the transformation purposes. Now this section right here can be moved to the sides, as you can see, and this panel too. Now his legs can be moved to the sides and front and back and forth. Now he has a lot of articulation on his legs. First of all, this kneecap right here is articulated, it can be moved, which is a nice feature for a better posability, I guess, and display. Now it does have a swivel right here, so his leg can rotate. It also can be bended right on the knee, about 90 degrees, or just about. Now his feet, they're very solid, and they can be moved up and down. Now this figure doesn't have any issues standing up on his own. He doesn't have a backpack, or he's not heavy in the back, so you can stand this figure very well without any issues, and you can pose him in so many different ways. I really like it. Now as you can see, this figure doesn't really bring many accessories, but it does bring the Galvatron's cannon, which is right here, And now I'm gonna bring it closer to the camera, which is a very nice weapon. It doesn't have any spring-loaded missiles that will launch, but it doesn't bother me. Now this section right here, I think they should have painted it red, like it was on the design or the graphic design on the box. And other than that, I really like this this weapon. It has a lot of details sculpted into it. Another thing we can do is we can peg this on either arm. There's a hole right here, and he has a hole on his other arm right here as well. So what you can do is, if you want, you can attach his cannon on his left arm, or you can put it on his right arm. Now let me try to see if I can put this in his hand, but I doubt that he's gonna be able to hold it. And yeah, he's not able to hold his own gun, but it doesn't matter because we can peg it right on his any of his arms anyway. And here, for a size comparison, I have Maniaking right next to Warlord, also made by Unique Toys. So as you can see, I have a lot of faith in Unique Toys. I think that the figures that they are putting out look very nice, the quality is good, and they definitely resemble the Generation 1 characters. I'm very happy that I have these two guys in my collection, and honestly, I'm gonna try to get more Unique Toys figures. Now I'm gonna move Warlord out of the way. Here, for another size comparison, I have Maniaking surrounded by the Quintessons. Now, as you can see, all of these figures are third-party Transformer figures, which means that they are not made by either Hasbro or Takara. Now, I'm gonna get the Quintessons out of the way. And for another size comparison, I have Maniaking right next to Voyager class Springer and the 2013 CyberCon exclusive figure Jetfire. As you can see, Maniaking definitely fits with the Voyager class figures. He is definitely on scale now with Springer, not so much with Jetfire. But I know that they are actually making a leader class Jetfire figure that should be released later on this year. But as you can see, definitely fits with another Transformer generation figures. And here, for another size comparison, I have Bumblebee and Redguard right next to Maniaking. Now let me move Bumblebee just a little bit to the side, and I'm gonna bring Cyclonus, because I'm sure that a lot of people wants to know how he compares to Cyclonus standing right next to him. So here is Cyclonus right next to Maniaking as well. Now these two figures look very nice displayed next to each other. The only issue now is that Cyclonus is a little bit short, but I wouldn't be surprised if Unique Toys makes their own version of Cyclonus down the road. And now I'm gonna transform Maniaking into his cannon mode. But first, I wanna mention that some figures came with a misassembling error, and that would be like right on the knee. I don't know if this figure has that issue or not. And if you have that issue, all you have to do is you have to unscrew this section right here and open this up, and the hinge right here, you just rotate it down and you can just put it back together. But again, that's only if you have that knee issue misassembling in your figure. If not, just leave it the way it is. Now let's get in transform. First thing I'm gonna do is I'm gonna remove his blaster or his cannon. Then I'm gonna move this up all the way up, just like so, and I'm gonna close the heels right here, and I'm gonna rotate this around just like so, and now do the same over here. Rotate this around just like so. Now what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna fold this up, and I'm gonna open this section up, and I'm gonna move this all the way up. Now what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna rotate this. I'm gonna grab this section, I'm gonna put it to the side, and I'm gonna rotate it around just like so, and I'm gonna put it right here just like so. And I'm gonna do the same with his other leg. I'm gonna open this section up, I'm gonna push this to the side or backwards, and you see I'm gonna be able to rotate this around. And I'm gonna move this here right to the side. Now the transformation in this figure is a little bit complex, but it is still a lot of fun. Now that this section is properly aligned, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna tap these two pieces or these two panels together. There's a tab right in here, so I'm just gonna fold it, or I'm gonna push it in. Now we'll do the same over here. And now that we have this section in just like so, I'm gonna move this down, and I'm gonna work on the back section of Maniaking. So I'm gonna set him aside real quick, and this blaster or his cannon, I'm gonna split it into two sections, and I'm gonna set this aside here. Now what you're supposed to do is you're supposed to grab this section right here, and there's two tabs in here, and we're just gonna peg it in together right here. And make sure that it is properly aligned. And sometimes this could be a bit complicated to get it pegged in all together without snapping the bottom part or the upper section part of it. But here it is. Here we have it. And this part is very funny because it looked like if he was riding like a, I don't know, like a mini jet or one of those little carts or something, but it still looks pretty nice. And well, now let's just keep transforming this guy. Now what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna rotate this figure around, and this section I'm gonna move these panels up, and I'm gonna push this up as well, just like so. Now I'm gonna fold this all the way up, just like so. And here I'm gonna move his head in front, and I'm gonna leave this just like so for now, this way. I'm gonna move this up just like so. And now the arm. So now what I'm gonna do with his arms is I'm gonna open this section up just like so, and I'm gonna leave it this way. I'm gonna rotate this figure around. Now what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna move this entire section down just like so. Now he's gonna be looking this way, so what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna fold this in, and I'm gonna move this up. Now I'm gonna fold these arms in just like so. Oh, there goes the cannon. I'm gonna keep it here. Now what I'm gonna do is with this panel, I'm gonna slide this down and fold this in. Same with the other one right over here. I'm gonna open up this panel, and I'm gonna slide it down and fold this in just like so. And the fifth section I'm gonna fold it in. Now I'm gonna peg these two together right here, and I'm gonna keep it this way for now. Now this section snap again. I'm gonna put it back together. Now this back section right here, we're gonna open it up, we're gonna extend it all the way up just like so. I'm gonna leave it this way for now. Now this section right here, we're gonna open it up and I'm gonna fold this out, and I'm gonna do the same over here and rotate it to the sides. Now I'm gonna fold it or turn it upside down. The head of Maniaking, I'm gonna fold it in just like so. I'm gonna leave it this way for now. Now this section right here, it has to snap in, and I'm gonna do it real quick. There it goes. Now we're almost there. The stand can be extended all the way, as you can see. I'm gonna extend it right down here. Now let me see. Fix this in. Now the front section of the cannon, I'm gonna tab it right in here again, and sometimes this part can be a little bit tricky or complicated just because it has to be properly aligned in order to tap the way it's supposed to be. So it's gonna take some time. The first few times you transform this figure to get it right. And if you have that knee issue or that knee misassemble error, you're gonna have to rotate the swivel around, like I said before, and then you should be fine. Now the next step is this back section of the cannon. I'm gonna move this up real quick, and there's two tabs in here, and right here I'm gonna tab it in just like so, and this is Maniaking's weapon mode, which is the blaster. And here we have Maniaking transform into his alternate mode. As you saw during the transformation process, to get this guy transformed into this mode, it takes a little bit of time and a little bit of effort just to get the cannon straight and this part here to peg in together properly. Now once he's in his cannon mode, this figure looks just awesome. It definitely looks like the Generation 1 Galvatron, and it is pretty obvious that Unique Toy designed this figure very well. Now the transformation, again, it wasn't painful, but it did took some time. Now you might have to practice a few times before you get this figure transformed right in a few minutes. Now let's look at the details on this mode. Let me get it closer to the camera, and as you can see, this has a lot of details sculpted right into the figure. Just on the barrel alone has so many details. Right here we have the white color, red, silver and gray, and it seems like bands or something right here. Now from the back side or from the back view, this figure looks just awesome. It actually, this section right here, the stand, actually seems like it has some wheels, or if it was like some kind of tracks, which is very nice. And this being a Voyager class figure, the size of this alternate mode is fairly big. Now for a size comparison, I'm gonna bring some other Transformer figures. And here, for a size comparison, I have Maniaking right next to Shattered Glass Drift. Again, Maniaking is a Voyager class figure, and as you can see, his alternate mode displays really great, and it has a lot of details. And for another size comparison, here I have Maniaking right next to Shockwave from the Transformers Energon line. And this Shockwave figure is really nice. I always like this alternative mode for Shockwave, especially on the Energon line. And like you can see, Galvatron definitely displays really nice next to Shockwave. So in conclusion, this third-party figure Maniaking, made by Unique Toys, is a very well designed figure. It also has a lot of details sculpted right into the plastic. The paint job is really good, and it is very close to the Generation 1 Galvatron figure. Again, the vehicle mode of this figure, or the blaster mode, It was very well designed. I really like it. I like all of the details. The transformation is a little bit complex. Leaving aside the fact that this figure doesn't have any wrist swivel, this is a very articulated figure anyway. And if you're a fan of the Generation 1 Galvatron, you will definitely like this figure. And with this, I conclude this Transformers video review of the third-party figure Maniaking, made by Unique Toys. And if you like this Transformers video review, you can subscribe to my YouTube channel, Magnetar Prime, or you can visit my Facebook page, Magnetar Prime Reviews. Thank you for watching. This is Magnetar Prime. Until next time.